You see that fat ass? Damn.
What's up, my niggas?
The fuck you say?
I said.
What the fuck is this shit?
What's up? It's that dude, Thirsticles, Thirsticles, back in the Roman era when I used to cut niggas in the face and stab them. They used to call me Thirsticles. Today is tonight is night 24 for the countdown to Metal Gear Solid 5 and the 4-day consecutive stream. So how many hours is 4 days? Not 96 hours. It took me 3 videos to finally get the right time. Not 96 hours, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be streaming from when I wake to when I sleep. I've already taken a week off. We're playing this game. Now, today's episode is about how I got back into Metal Gear and when I beat it. In the first episode, I told you guys how I got introduced to it. This time, I'm telling you when I beat my first Metal Gear. Are you trying to get my video?
Message.
Fuck you, nigga. Get the fuck, get out. Leave my house, my home. Don't mind him, he's black. Anyway, so shut the fuck up. Anyway, so here's what happened, right? After my dad did so shitty in the game because he sucks at it, right? When I was in about the 7th grade, I want to say, I used to draw these comics, right? I used to draw these little shitty comics. They were bad. The main character's name was like Yomahoshi or some shit like that. It was really bad, but it was funny, and all the kids enjoyed it, and they loved when I did these comics or whatever. So anyway, in one of the comics, I was talking about video games and what the main character's favorite video game was, and I can't remember what the game was, but anyway, it brought up a conversation, and all the kids in my class was like, what are their favorite video games? And one kid said Metal Gear Solid, and I was like, Metal Gear Solid, like why would Metal Gear Solid be your, that game is hard, and you know what I'm saying? Like I went into it because I don't know if my father ever beat it. I don't remember him beating it, and I don't remember seeing it. But when they were like, yeah, it's Metal Gear Solid, I was like, damn. And then all the kids was like, yeah, man, Metal Gear, and when you do this, you gotta switch the controller port and blah, blah. I was like, what? Like, what the fuck? So I didn't have the game, but I did have a PlayStation 1 or 2 at the time, can't remember, but anyway, one of the kids let me borrow it. They was like, yo, like, take this and take my memory card and go ahead and play it. So my first time playing the game, I actually cheated, because on the memory card they had the tuxedo unlocked, they had the stealth camo unlocked, they had the bandana unlocked. So like, I went through that entire game with like the stealth camo on, which, don't judge me. I was young, and it was the first time I played it, and I had the option, so I did it. Anyway, I finally beat the game and was like, yo, this is the best fucking game ever. Like, this game is the best ever. I don't understand what I was missing, why I never played it, but this is the best game ever. So much that when I beat it, I played it again on the hardest level without all that shit. And was like, oh, I'm just gonna see how good I am. Of course, I was fucking trash, so I was getting spotted and dying left and right. Bosses was fucking me up. I don't think I beat it that time. I think I restarted it and I played it on normal, and then I beat it that time. And then I beat it again, and then again, and again, and again, and again. And then my friend was like, yo, can I have my game back? So I finally gave him his game back. And that's how I got like into Metal Gear 1. But then shortly after, Metal Gear 2 was coming out. So I was like, oh shit. And I was like, hype. I remember seeing it in a magazine. I think it was Electronic Gaming Monthly, and it had Snake on the cover. And I was like, yo, Metal Gear 2. And then my dad, of course, like how he always does, he had Zone of the Enders with the demo disc on it. And he couldn't beat the demo. So he had me beat the demo. And it was just love all over again. It's ridiculous how much I love that fucking game. Like, it was ridiculous. So then he ended up buying Metal Gear 2. But he didn't beat it, and it was his, so I couldn't sit down and play it. And I didn't own a PS2, it was my father. So since I didn't own it, I had to wait for him to come home to watch him play. I couldn't actually play it myself. But he bought me an Xbox, and it was for my 13th birthday, I want to say. He bought me an Xbox One, Xbox original. And this Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance was out. I still got it actually. And the reason why I know this is my same Substance, where is it at? Xbox games, Xbox. Where's my Xbox games? Here it is. So this is the Metal Gear 2 Substance, my original. This is the original one that I had for the Xbox One. And the reason why I know this is the original one, or I can tell you this is the original one, is because when I had the original Xbox, I only had one game. I had this game, and I had the game it came with, which was Jet Set Radio Future and Sega GT, that little combo pack. Those are the only two games I had. And the only reason I still had the Jet Set Radio Future joint is because I couldn't sell it because it came with the Xbox. So I, for some reason, was trading all my games and trading them, sell them, to the point where I only had this Metal Gear left. And this was the only game I was able to play, and I was like, I'm not going to sell all my games because then I won't be able to play anything. So I mastered Metal Gear 2 because it was the only game I had. But that's when I played Metal Gear 2 and when I beat it, but that's for another story. You know how this works, guys. So I know it's weird that I always upload my videos at night, but technically it's still the 24th day, so get raped. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys on the first. Come blast. Peace.
In the street start to howl and crawl to you. You're just an animal and your head's up for a damn good price. Well, play your part, 'cause when the sun goes down, all that's left is the night.